I have the fan running, so I'm going to turn this off for a minute. Need to have adequate ventilation. But anyway, hi. I have an old sock that I balled up and put elastic bands around, and I'm going to use this for the application of like a wipe-on varnish. Sold as tung oil, but it's not tung oil. It's a wipe-on varnish. And then, excuse me, I have a double layer, 2 plastic bags around my hand so that I can go dip, 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 rub, 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 and not only keep my hand clean, because I don't want to get it all in the varnish and everything. You're not supposed to get on your skin, all of that jazz. But then also, I can go and put this inside the bag, keeping it wet, keeping it from drying out, and then just keep using it. It's an old sock, a couple of old bags from the supermarket, because, you know, waste not, want not. So that's what I'm going to do, and I bumped into that. So I have the wipe-on varnish. I'm going to put some onto the thingy here. And wipe on. Pretty simple, pretty easy. So I'm going to do that. There's really nothing much to see other than I'm going to be kind of steadying it like that and wiping the stuff on. A nice thin coat. I would rather put on like 5. I'd rather put on like 5 or 8 thin coats than like 2 thick coats. So that's it. You're supposed to fine sand this before you do the minnow spirits, but it came from Warmouth pretty darn smooth, and I didn't want to risk actually like burnishing the wood and making it difficult for this varnish to seep in. So that's really all I'm going to do, and there we are. I'll be back in a bit after I put on a few coats of this. Oh, and one other thing. I don't know if a lot is getting onto this from holding it against the mouth of the little can and going like that. I think I'm going to pour some into a little plastic tray or plate or something, and then dip this in to get more on. And I'm going to put it on, even if there's a lot on this, I'm going to rub and rub and rub and wipe and wipe and wipe, and it's going to go on really thin anyway. So that's really about it. So as I'm applying the tung oil wipe-on varnish finish, I've noticed that the wood, it's a 2-piece body, so, and it's book matched. So the 2 pieces you would think are gonna absorb the finish the same, but they don't. I'm thinking it just depends where the grain is. And if you, let me see if I can show you. It's not really showing up well. If you have like wood, light reflecting, no, it's not showing up. Maybe if I back up and telephoto in. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So, see right here where it's like sort of a different sheen? On either side of that, it's fairly glossy. And then right there, it's not, it's like a little more matte finish. That is absorbing the finish more. Or maybe I'm just wiping it on a little thinner there, I don't know. But also you can see some like right here. big patch right here. So that way, if you have the light reflecting at an angle, you can get a better look at it and make sure that you're wiping it on evenly enough in those areas, because you don't want the uneven finish. You know, you don't want it to, some spots to be like almost like bare wood and other spots to be thick and kind of glossy. So that's really it, but it's coming along nicely. I'm very happy with it so far.